You won't believe what I discovered when I returned to my high school after all these years. A secret that changed everything I thought I knew about the woman everyone called the mean old teacher. What I learned about her was shocking, and it completely rewired my understanding of kindness, courage, and judgment. In this story, I'll take you inside my journey to uncover the truth behind the teacher who was misunderstood by the entire community, someone who quietly fought her own battles while others falsely judged her. You'll see how one act of kindness can hide a powerful hero, and how the real story is often hidden beneath the surface. And stay tuned. You won't believe the twist at the end, where everything I thought I knew is turned upside down. This is a story about forgiveness, bravery, and the truth that lies beneath appearances. Before we jump in, drop a comment telling me where you're watching from, and hit that like button if you believe in giving everyone a second chance. You won't want to miss what's coming next. I step out of the car and look at my old high school. It feels different now. The tall gates, the big building, the playground, all look smaller than I remember. My heart beats faster. I feel a strange mix of sadness and anger. I haven't been here in many years. I take a deep breath. Why am I back? I ask myself. Not for fun, not to remember old days. I'm here for something else. I want to find the truth. I want to see the woman everyone called the mean old teacher. But I also want to thank her, secretly. She was the only one who ever helped me when nobody else did. I walk up to the school gates. The air feels cold, but my hands are warm. I see students running across the yard, laughing and shouting. I see teachers talking near the door. Everything looks lively, but inside me I feel quiet and nervous. I walk through the front door. It makes a loud squeak. I hear the familiar sound of the hallway. It smells like old books and chalk. I see the lockers, the cafeteria, and the gym. I haven't been here since I finished school. I find my old classroom. The door is closed. I pause. I wonder what I will see inside. Memories rush into my mind. Some happy, some sad. My eyes feel warm. I push open the door slowly. The classroom looks the same, but also different. Old posters hang on the walls. A clock ticks softly. I walk inside and sit at a desk. I feel like I am back in school, but now I'm also a visitor. I look around. Everything feels quiet. Suddenly, I remember Mrs. Harper. She was the teacher here. Everyone said she was strict and mean, but I remember something else. She was the only one who cared in her own quiet way. She gave me tiny notes when no one was watching. She always looked out for me, even if she didn't say it aloud. I clutch my bag. My mind races with questions. Was she really so mean? Or was she protecting us from something worse? Did anyone see the good she did? Just then, I hear footsteps. I turn around. It's the school's janitor. He looks surprised to see me. "Hello," I say softly. "I used to go here." He nods and smiles kindly. "It's been a long time. Are you visiting?" "Yes," I answer, just looking around. He pauses. "You know, not everyone saw her the right way. Mrs. Harper was different. She cared more than anyone knew." I nod slowly. I'm starting to believe him. Maybe the stories I heard about her were not true. Maybe they only told part of the story. I step outside and walk to the schoolyard. The playground is empty now, but I remember the games and laughter. I feel the wind on my face. I think about the past, the good parts and the bad. I ask myself, why did everyone judge her so badly? I sit on a bench and stare at the school. I think about my own feelings. I felt lonely, angry, and scared back then. But now I see that maybe Mrs. Harper was trying to help me even when others hurt me. I take out a small notebook from my bag. I write down my thoughts. I want to remember what I learned today. I want to find the truth about her. I want to honor her secretly, in my own way. As the sun begins to set, I stand up slowly. I feel a little lighter inside. I'm not sure what will happen next, but I know I came here for a reason. I want to understand the real story. I want to see the kindness behind the rules. I turn to leave the school. My heart is full of questions, but also hope. I'm ready to find out more. I'm ready to uncover the truth about the woman they called mean. And maybe, just maybe, I will find peace. I walk away from the school, feeling strange but strong. I know this is only the beginning. My journey to discover the real hero has just started, and I'm ready to face it. I sit on a bench outside the old high school. The sun is warm, but my mind feels cold inside. I just came back after many years. I look at the building, remembering everything. My heart is full of questions and feelings I can't fully understand yet. I took out my notebook and started to write. I want to remember what I saw today. I want to understand. As I write, I think about Mrs. Harper. She was the strict teacher everyone feared. But I also remember tiny moments when she was kind to me. She would give me a little note or slip me a book when no one was looking. That small kindness saved me more than once. I close my notebook and look around. The school is quiet now. It looks the same as I remember, but I feel different. I'm not just angry or sad. I want to know the truth. I want to understand the real Mrs. Harper. Just then, I see Mr. Lee, the school janitor. He is sweeping the school steps. I walk over to him. "Hi, Mr. Lee," I say softly. He looks up and smiles. "Hi, Alex. It's been a long time." "Yeah," I say. "Can I ask you something?" He nods. "Of course." I take a deep breath. Did Mrs. Harper really mean to be so mean, or was there more to her? Mr. Lee pauses. He looks at me kindly. "Mrs. Harper was a good woman, Alex. She cared more than anyone knew, but she had to be strict. Sometimes, she was just trying to make us better. She didn't want to hurt anyone." I listen carefully. Did she do anything secretly? Something kind that no one saw? Mr. Lee laughs softly. "Yes, many times she did small things to help. She gave extra help to students who needed it. She stayed late to help after school. She risked her reputation to do what was right." I feel surprised. I never saw that part before. I thought she was just the mean teacher everyone hated. "Why did she hide her kindness?" I ask. He shrugs. "She was afraid that if people saw her helping too much, they might think she was weak. But I saw her. I knew she was good. Sometimes people judge too quickly." I nod slowly. It's hard to believe that the woman I remembered was also kind and brave inside. I want to see her in a new way. Later, I find a small box in my old locker. Inside, there are notes and little gifts I had forgotten about. Some are from Mrs. Harper. The notes say things like, "Keep trying," or "You are special." I hold them carefully. These small signs of her care tell me she was trying to help me, even if no one else saw it. I think of her now. Maybe she was more than just the strict teacher. Maybe she was a hero in her own quiet way. As I walk away from the school, I feel lighter. I'm starting to see the truth. Mrs. Harper was not the villain everyone made her out to be. She was brave. She was kind. She was a hero. I smile to myself. I am not just here to remember the past. I am here to find the truth and honor her. I want everyone to see her as I do now, a real hero who used kindness as her greatest strength. And maybe, just maybe, I can help others see the truth too, because sometimes the quietest heroes are the only ones who can change the world. I walk through the empty hallways of my old high school. It feels strange to be back after so many years. The walls still look the same, but everything inside me is different. I remember how I felt back then, scared, angry, and lost. Now I want to find the truth about Mrs. Harper. Mrs. Harper is the teacher everyone called mean. They said she was strict and unfair, but I remember something else. I remember her helping me in small ways, things no one else saw. I keep asking myself, was she really the bad person everyone said she was? As I walk, I hear whispers from students in a nearby classroom. I stop and listen. They are talking about Mrs. Harper again. Someone says, "She was so mean to us." Another adds, "She only cared about rules." I feel a little worried. Could it be true? Had I been wrong about her all these years? Later, I stop at the school's library. I want to see if I can find anything that tells the real story. I look through old notebooks and notes I kept from when I was in school. I find a small, worn piece of paper tucked inside one notebook. It's a note from Mrs. Harper. It says, "Keep going. You are stronger than you think." I hold the note carefully. Suddenly, I remember something. Mrs. Harper once gave me a small gift, a tiny bracelet. I never understood why she gave it to me. I thought she was just being nice because she had to be. But now, I wonder if she saw something in me that I didn't see myself. Just then, I find an old photo. It shows Mrs. Harper in the schoolyard. She is smiling quietly, holding a handful of flowers. She looks kind and gentle, not strict and angry. I stare at the picture and feel a strange tug in my chest. It's like a tiny piece of a big secret I want to understand. As I leave the library, I see a janitor sweeping the hall. He looks up and smiles when he sees me. I decide to ask him about Mrs. Harper. "Did Mrs. Harper ever do anything special for you?" I ask. He pauses and nods. "Yes," he says softly. "She helped me when I was having a hard time. She always said kindness was more important than rules. People didn't see that side of her." Hearing this, I start to believe that maybe she was not the villain everyone made her out to be. Maybe she was doing her best to help us, even if it didn't look like it at first. I think about all the stories I've heard. Rumors and lies spread around, things that made Mrs. Harper look mean. But now I see that those stories might not be true. She broke rules sometimes because she cared. She risked her reputation to help us survive. I feel a bit stronger inside. I decide I want to know more. I want to find the real Mrs. Harper, the woman who was brave and kind in secret, the one who never gave up on us, even when everyone else turned away. This night is the start of my journey. I am not here to judge her anymore. I am here to discover her true story. And maybe, just maybe, I will find a way to tell everyone the truth. As I walk out of the school, I look up at the sky. The stars are shining bright. I take a deep breath and think about what I've learned. Sometimes the people we judge the most are the ones who need us the most. And sometimes, the heroes wear quiet faces and gentle hearts. I begin to understand that the story isn't finished yet. There are more truths to uncover, more secrets to find, and I am ready to face them. Because I know now, kindness is stronger than anger. And the true hero is often the one who quietly helps others, even when no one is looking. This is just the beginning of my journey. I will keep searching until everyone sees the real Mrs. Harper, the brave, kind woman who saved us all in her own quiet way. And I will tell her story loud and clear, because she deserves to be known for the hero she truly is. I walk through the school gate again. It feels strange to be back after so many years. The building looks the same, but somehow different. My heart beats faster. I am here to find the truth about Mrs. Harper, the teacher everyone called mean. I want to see if she was really the villain they said she was. I take a deep breath and start walking down the hallways. My mind is full of memories, good ones and bad ones. I remember how she used to look at me with kind eyes, even when she seemed strict. I wonder if people ever saw that side of her. Suddenly, I find a small box tucked away in an old closet. I open it carefully. Inside, I see old notes, pictures, and a little gift bag. I pick up a note. It's written in Mrs. Harper's handwriting. It says, "Always believe in yourself, even when others say no." I feel a strange warmth inside me. Maybe she did care, even if no one saw it. I hold the note tight. I see now that she was more than just a strict teacher. She was a quiet hero. She risked her reputation to help me and others. She broke the rules sometimes because she wanted to do what was right. I look around the classroom. It's empty now. But I can almost hear her voice, telling us to be kind and brave. Maybe she knew that being kind was the real strength. As I walk out of the classroom, I feel a new sense of courage. I think about the stories people tell about her. They say she was mean and unfair, but I see something different now. I see someone who fought for us in her own quiet way. I decide I will tell everyone the truth. I will show them the notes and pictures from Mrs. Harper's secret box. I want them to see her the way I do, strong, brave, and kind. When I step outside, the sun feels warmer. I know this is just the beginning. I still have more to uncover. But today, I learned that sometimes the people we think are bad are really fighting their own battles, and that kindness can be hidden behind a tough face. I look at the school one last time. I promise myself that I will keep fighting for the truth, because everyone deserves to be seen for who they truly are. And maybe, just maybe, Mrs. Harper's story will help others see kindness in places they never expected. I walk into the school again. It feels quiet and a little strange. I haven't been here in many years. My heart beats faster. I think about everything I learned about Mrs. Harper, the teacher everyone thought was mean and unfair. What I know now, she was much more than that. I sit on a bench outside the school. I look at the building. Memories come back. Some are good, some are bad. I remember how she helped me in secret, when no one saw. I hold the notes and small gifts I found. They are from Mrs. Harper. They remind me of her kindness. I take a deep breath. I feel a new strength inside me. I want to tell the real story. I want everyone to see her as she truly is, not the angry teacher they judged unfairly. Suddenly, I see some students walking by. They are talking about Mrs. Harper. She was so strict, one says. She never cared about us, another says. I feel my stomach tighten. I want to tell them the truth, but I pause. I decide to talk to the school principal. I find her in the office. "Hello," I say softly. "I want to learn more about Mrs. Harper. Can you help me?" She looks at me and nods. Mrs. Harper was a good woman. She cared a lot about her students. Sometimes, she had to be tough to protect them, but she was kind inside. I feel warm inside. I think about all the hidden acts of kindness she did. I realize that people often judge others too quickly. Sometimes they do not see the good that is hidden underneath. Later, I walk toward the old gym. I want to see the place where I once played ball. I remember the nights I was alone on the court. Mrs. Harper came to watch me from a distance. She didn't say a word, but her eyes looked proud. I find a quiet corner. I sit and think. I know I am close to the truth now. The pieces are fitting together. Mrs. Harper was brave and caring in her own way. She risked her reputation to help others. She broke rules because she believed it was right. I feel a strong feeling inside me. It is not anger, it's respect. Respect for a woman who was silent but brave. Then I see a teacher I knew long ago. She looks at me and frowns. "What are you doing here?" she asks coldly. I take a deep breath. I am here to find the truth, about Mrs. Harper, about what really happened. She scoffs. That woman was trouble. She always caused problems. I look at her and say, maybe, but I think she was trying to do what was best, even if no one saw it. She walks away shaking her head. I stay quiet. I know I am starting to see clearly now. I am beginning to understand that kindness can be hidden, that brave acts can be quiet. As I walk back outside, I see my old friends. They are talking and laughing. I want to tell them everything I've learned, but I know I need to find the right moment. I sit on the steps. I hold the notes and gifts. I look up at the sky. I think about Mrs. Harper. She was not the villain they made her out to be. She was a hero in her own quiet way. I stand up slowly. I feel ready. Ready to show everyone the real story, to give Mrs. Harper the respect she deserves, to let everyone see that sometimes true heroes don't wear capes. They wear kindness in their hearts. Today, I am going to plan my next step. I will find a way to tell everyone the truth, because everyone deserves to know the real story, and Mrs. Harper deserves to be remembered as the brave, kind woman she really was. I take one last look at the school. Then I turn to leave, feeling hopeful. I know this is just the beginning. The real story is about to be told, and it will change everything. I walk onto the school grounds again. The air feels different today. There are more people around than before. Some are talking quietly. Others are looking at me with curious eyes. I hold the folder with my notes and the small gifts I found. My heart beats fast. I am a little nervous, but also full of hope. I remember why I am here. I want everyone to see the truth about Mrs. Harper. She was not the mean teacher they all said she was. She was brave and kind. She helped me when I needed it most. Now I want others to know her real story. As I walk toward the school building, I see her. Mrs. Harper is sitting on a bench outside. She looks up and sees me. Her face lights up with a gentle smile. I walk over slowly. "Mrs. Harper," I say softly, "I have come to see you." She stands up and hugs me. "I am glad you came," she says quietly. Her eyes look kind and warm. "I found some special things," I tell her. "Notes you wrote, gifts you gave me. They show how much you cared. I want everyone to know the real story." She looks surprised. "You found those?" she asks. "They are from long ago. I never wanted anyone to know I was trying to help." "I do," I say. "You broke rules to help students. You risked your reputation to be kind. I think people should see that." She nods slowly. "Thank you for sharing. Maybe now more people will understand who I really am." I feel good. I take out the small bouquet of flowers I brought. They are simple, but they remind me of her kindness. I give them to her. "Thank you," she says softly. "This means a lot." Just then I hear voices. Some students are walking toward us. I know this is the moment. I step forward and hold the flowers high. "Everyone," I call out, "I want to tell you something important." They stop and look at me. I take a deep breath. I hold the flowers out again. Mrs. Harper was not the mean teacher you all thought she was. She was my hero. She saved me when I was hurting. She was brave and kind, even if she didn't show it in the way you all saw before. The crowd gasps. Some students look surprised. Others look confused. I keep talking. She broke rules because she wanted to help. She cared about us more than anyone knew. I want everyone to know the truth today. Mrs. Harper looks at me with tears in her eyes. She gently touches my arm. "Thank you," she whispers. The people around start to talk softly. Some nod. Others look thoughtful. They are beginning to understand that sometimes good people do things that others don't see. I step back and smile. I feel proud. I have shown everyone what really mattered. Not the stories they heard, but the truth that kindness is brave and strong. Mrs. Harper puts her arm around me. "You are brave too," she says softly. "You helped me do what I wanted to do all along. Show the world who I really am." As I leave the school that day, I feel lighter. The past still lives inside me, but now I see it differently. The truth is out. The hero was not the teacher they called mean. She was the quiet hero who saved me. And I learned that sometimes, to make things right, you just need to speak the truth. I stand on the school grounds after I have spoken. The tables, chairs, and banners are still there. The crowd is quiet. I feel tired, but also happy. I look at the people around me. Some are surprised. Some are sad. Others are thinking very hard. I take a deep breath. I remember what I said. I told everyone about Mrs. Harper, the teacher they thought was mean. I told them she was really brave and kind. I showed her notes and gifts she left for me. I told everyone how she helped me when no one saw. I wanted them to know the truth. Mrs. Harper is here too. She is standing near the edge of the crowd. I see her face. She looks nervous but proud. Her eyes are shiny. I walk over to her. "Mrs. Harper," I say softly, "thank you for everything. I couldn't have made it without you." She smiles and nods. "Thank you, Alex. You did the hard thing today. You showed everyone who I am inside." I feel warm inside. I know now that I did the right thing. I told the truth. I showed everyone that kindness can be stronger than mean words. The crowd begins to move closer. Some people start to talk quietly. They look at Mrs. Harper differently now. Some walk up to her and say, "We are sorry." Others just nod and smile. The story they believed before was wrong. I watch all this happen. I feel proud and hopeful. It is not easy to stand up and tell the truth, but it is the right thing. I look at Mrs. Harper again. She is happy now, and I am happy too. Suddenly, A girl named Lily comes over. She was one of the students who used to make fun of Mrs. Harper. She looks nervous but sincere. "Mrs. Harper," Lily says softly, "I didn't know. I thought you were mean. But now I see you were kind all along. I am sorry I judged you so badly." Mrs. Harper kneels down and gently takes Lily's hand. "Thank you, Lily. It takes bravery to admit the truth. I forgive you." Lily smiles shyly. She feels a little better now. Others start to say the same thing, apologies and thank yous. I watch all of this. I feel my heart grow bigger. I didn't just tell the story. I helped everyone see the real hero, the woman who quietly saved us all. Then, Mrs. Harper turns to me. She looks at me with a big smile. "Alex," she says softly, "you are brave. You help people see what was real. You are my hero today." I smile back. "You are the real hero, Mrs. Harper. You always were." We stand together as the crowd begins to change. The people who once believed lies now see the truth. They see kindness where they once saw meanness. It feels good to know that the truth can change minds. It feels even better to see kindness win. As the sun begins to set, I hold the flowers I brought. They are a symbol of my thanks. I place them gently near Mrs. Harper. This is not just about revenge or punishment. It is about truth and kindness. It is about the quiet heroes who do not ask for praise, but change the world with small acts. I turn to leave the school grounds. My heart is light. I know I have done something important today, and I know that Mrs. Harper's true story will stay with everyone now. Her kindness has finally been seen, and that is the best reward of all. I stand in the middle of the school gym. The room is quiet now. Just a few hours ago, I stood here to tell everyone the truth. I felt nervous, but also strong. I looked at the faces in the crowd. Some looked surprised. Some looked guilty. I took a deep breath and spoke again. "Mrs. Harper was not the villain everyone thought she was," I said loudly. "She was a hero. She helped me when no one else did." People listened quietly. I showed them the notes and gifts I found. I told how Mrs. Harper secretly gave me hope and comfort. I explained how she risked her reputation to care for her students. I wanted everyone to see her real heart. Suddenly, I saw some students look down. Some teachers looked uncomfortable. I knew they were remembering what they said or did before. I felt a little sad for them. I wanted to help them see the truth. Then, I took a step forward and said, "We judged her wrong. We were too quick to blame. Mrs. Harper was brave and kind, even if she looked strict. She was like a quiet hero." At that moment, I saw Mrs. Harper walk into the room. Her eyes filled with tears. She looked so surprised and happy. She came closer to me and gently touched my arm. "Thank you," she whispered. "Thank you for telling everyone. I never wanted to be the villain. I only wanted to help my students in my own way." The crowd started to clap slowly. Some students stood up and clapped too. I felt warm inside. I knew that we were changing how everyone saw Mrs. Harper. We were showing that kindness is often quiet but powerful. After the event, Mrs. Harper and I sat on the gym floor. She smiled at me and said, "You have grown so much. I am proud of you." I looked at her and felt grateful. I thought about all the nights she stayed late to help me. I remembered her secret notes and the quiet care she gave. Watching her, I realized something very important. Sometimes, the people who look strict or mean are hiding a kind heart. They do brave things in silence. Mrs. Harper was one of those people. As I left the gym that day, I felt lighter. I felt like I had done something good. I had helped everyone see the truth. I had helped honor the woman who saved me. Walking out of the school, I looked up at the sky. The sun was shining bright. I knew that from now on, I would remember her real story. Not the story they told about her being mean, but the story of her kindness and courage. And I promised myself that I would always try to see the good in people, even when it's hidden. Because sometimes, the quietest heroes are the strongest, and the biggest acts of kindness are the bravest. I step into the school gym. The room is bright and full of people. It is the night of the reunion. I feel my heart beating fast. My hands are a little shaky. I look around and see old friends, teachers, and some of the students I used to know. They all seem excited and happy, but I feel different. I feel calm and strong. Mrs. Harper is standing at the front. She looks a little surprised when she sees me. Her face shows a mix of happiness and nervousness. I walk over to her slowly. I want her to see how much I appreciate her now. Mrs. Harper, I say softly, thank you for everything you did. Thank you for helping me when no one saw it. She smiles shyly. Thank you, Alex. I only tried to do what was right. I take a deep breath. I want everyone to know the truth about her. I hold up the old notes and gifts I found. I tell the story of how she secretly helped me in dark times. I show the notes she wrote, full of kind words and encouragement. I tell how she risked her job to give me a little hope. I explain that she was not mean or cruel, but brave and caring. As I speak, I see some of the people start to nod. They are listening carefully. I can see some faces changing. The people who once believed lies are starting to see the truth. They are beginning to understand that Mrs. Harper was a hero, even if she never asked for fame. After I finish, I look at Mrs. Harper. She is wiping tears from her eyes. She is smiling now, proud and happy. I feel a warm feeling inside. I know I'd have helped her show the real story. Then I hear some voices. Former students and teachers come forward. They say they made mistakes. They admit they judged Mrs. Harper unfairly. They say they were wrong to believe the bad stories about her. They apologize, and the room fills with a quiet sense of forgiveness. Mrs. Harper steps forward. She speaks softly, but her voice is strong. I never wanted to be a hero, she says. I only wanted to help my students in any way I could. I was scared to be different, but I am happy now, because I see that kindness is always the right choice. Everyone claps. The room feels warm and full of new hope. The community begins to see her not as the strict teacher they feared, but as the brave woman who saved many lives in her quiet way. I feel proud and peaceful. I know that telling the truth has made a difference. The story of Mrs. Harper is no longer hidden. It is out in the open, shining like a bright light. Mrs. Harper looks at me and smiles. Thank you, Alex, she whispers. You helped me find my voice. I smile back. I know I did the right thing. I feel happy because I helped show everyone that sometimes the person they judge as the villain is really the hero. Sometimes kindness is the biggest strength. The night ends with everyone feeling different. They see each other with new eyes. They understand that true heroism is often silent and brave. I leave the gym feeling lighter, knowing I helped reveal the truth and honor a hero. And I know, deep inside, that this is just the beginning. There are many more stories of kindness to tell, and I will never forget the woman who saved me, even when no one else saw her heroism. I stand on the school stage. The room is full of people, old students, teachers, and some parents. I look at everyone. My heart beats faster. I feel tired but happy. Today is the day I tell the real story. The story about Mrs. Harper. Mrs. Harper is right next to me. She looks surprised but happy. She has a gentle smile. Her eyes are kind. I hold the bouquet of flowers. They are big and bright. But these flowers are not just for decoration. They are for her. They are a thank you. I take a deep breath. I want everyone to hear me. I want them to know the truth about Mrs. Harper. I start to talk. Many years ago, I was a student here, I say. High school was hard for me. I was bullied. I felt alone. But Mrs. Harper was different. She was strict, yes, but she also helped me secretly. She gave me notes, small gifts, and words of courage. She was kind in her own quiet way. I only saw her true heart later. Some people listen carefully. Others look surprised. I show the notes I found. I hold up the small gifts. These are real proof. The room gets quiet. I want everyone to see her true face, I say. Mrs. Harper is not the villain people thought she was. She is a hero. She risked her reputation to help us. She used kindness as her weapon. That was her real strength. Mrs. Harper wipes her eyes. She looks grateful. She never expected this. I step closer and hand her the flowers. "Mrs. Harper," I say softly, "thank you for saving me. Thank you for being brave when no one else saw it. You are my hero." The room is quiet. Then people start clapping. Some stand up and cheer. Others wipe their eyes. They are seeing her in a new way. They realize she was a good woman all along. Mrs. Harper bows her head. She is shy but happy. She whispers, "Thank you." I can see tears in her eyes too. After the speech, many people come to Mrs. Harper. They say sorry. They say they judged her unfairly. Some hug her. It feels like a big change. I look at her and smile. I feel peaceful now. I know the truth has won. I know kindness is powerful. It can change hearts. It can make the world better. Mrs. Harper turns to me and says, "You did something brave today. You helped everyone see the real me. I am proud of you." I smile back. I feel proud too. I know I did the right thing. I helped tell the truth about a woman who was a hero all along. As I walk away from the stage, I look back. I see Mrs. Harper talking happily with new friends. The old judgments are gone. Now everyone sees her as she truly is, kind, brave, and strong. I feel a warm feeling inside. I know I have changed too. I have learned that showing kindness and telling the truth can be the greatest revenge. Not anger or hurt, but love and honesty. And as I leave the school that day, I know I will never forget her. Mrs. Harper, the quiet hero. Her story is now part of my story. Her kindness will always stay in my heart. This is how the story ends, but her true story will live forever. Because sometimes the quietest people are the strongest, and the greatest heroes wear kindness like a hidden armor.